morning students. So far we have covered expansions, rational and irrational number, and all the 4 chapters of trigonometry. I hope you all must be practicing those questions at the home. So today we will start with the chapter indices or exponent. So this chapter you have studied many times now. So before starting the chapter, let's review few things that you have already studied in the previous classes. So what is the meaning of exponent? First of all, suppose a to the power m is written. So what is the meaning of a to the power m? It means you will multiply a m times. For example, suppose if I write 2 to the power 4, so that means I am going to multiply 2 4 times. Okay. So in this a to the power m, okay, understand the terms. This a is known as the base, and this m has many names. We sometimes call it as power, or sometimes we call it as index, or sometimes we also called it as exponent. Okay. So in this a to the power m, this a is known as the base, this m is known as power or index, or sometimes we called it as exponent also. So this is the terminology that you need to understand. And then the important thing in order to solve the questions related to this chapter will be, we have to study and we have to know the laws of exponent. So first we will cover, or we will review the laws of exponent that we have already studied in the previous classes. Okay, so most important thing that you should be knowing, and you should know how to use it. So we will cover first laws of exponent. Okay, so before starting the exercise, we will discuss the laws of exponent. So starting with the very first law, that we called it as product rule. That is, if two or more than two numbers are there such that their bases are same, in that case, and they are multiplied together, so in that case what we will do, we will simply add the powers of the number. Okay, so how we use this law? You have to be careful with the base. If bases are same, then only you can add the powers. For example, let's suppose if I write 3 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 1. So in that case, what we will do? We will simply add these exponents. So I will get 3 to the power 6. Next is quotient law. Another important law. So if two numbers are such that their bases are same and they are divided with each other, in that case what we will do, we will simply subtract their powers. For example, if I write 3 to the power 3 divided by 3 to the power 2, so what I will get? 3 to the power 3, I will simply subtract the powers and I will get 3 to the power 1. So this product rule is applicable for more than two numbers subjected to the condition that their bases should be same. Okay, you cannot use the product rule when the bases are different. Suppose if I write 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2, then you cannot use this rule, because in this bases are not same. Okay, then third is another important one, power law. So what is power law? If a number is there and its whole power is there, in that case we will simply multiply the powers. For example, suppose if I write 3 to the power 2 to the power 3. So what will be my answer? We will multiply these powers, okay? So you will get 3 to the power 6. So product rule, product law, quotient law, then power law. These are the three basic laws that we will use, and along with these few more rules are there. First take a look at this. Okay, so we have studied power law. When the bases are same. Now let's see one more law. When the bases are not same but powers are same, like this. So in that case we can combine these bases and we can write it like this. For example, suppose it is written 3 to the power 2 into 2 to the power 2. See, in this case bases are same, so you can write it like this: 3 into 2 to the power 2, or it becomes 6 square. Okay, so previous product law was when the bases were same. This product law we will use when the exponent is same. Similarly, if division sign is there, so we can write it like this: a upon b to the power n. For example, if it is written that 2 to the power 3 upon 3 to the power 3, so we can write it as 2 upon 3 to the power 3. Then any number, no matter what is the number and how big is the number, if its power is 0, in that case your answer will always be equals to 1. Okay, you should not, suppose if I write like this 3 to the power 2 to the power 0, so we will not solve, we will simply write the answer as 1, because this number is having the power as 0. Then how to remove the negative exponent? Suppose it is written a to the power minus m. So I can write it as 1 upon a to the power n. So in order to remove the negative exponent, you simply take the reciprocal of the number and you will get, and your exponent will become positive. For example, suppose if I take one example, 2 to the power minus 3. So it will be 1 upon 2 to the power 3. Or if it is written 1 upon 2 to the power minus 3, if it is written 1 upon 2 to the power minus 3, then I can write it as 2 to the power 3. So in order to change the exponent from negative to positive, you simply take the reciprocal of that respective number, then it will automatically get changed into the positive sign. Then few more important laws. Suppose a rational number is there and its power is negative, then you can change the negative power from positive by simply reciprocating the fraction. For example, if 2 upon 3 to the power minus 2 is there, then it will be equal to 3 upon 2 to the power 2. Then if mth root of any number is there, then this can be written as 1 upon n. Okay, mth root. For example, if suppose I write cube root of 2, so we can write it as 2 to the power 1 upon 3. If it is written 4th root of 3, then you can write 3 to the power 1 upon 4. Okay, again very important law, this we will be using very frequently in the question. Mth root of any number, then you can simply take this m like this, you will convert into 1 upon m. Then suppose like this, minus a to the power m, then your answer will always negative when m is an odd number, and minus a to the power m is always positive when m is even. Okay, for example, suppose takes 1 minus 2 to the power 3. See, this is negative number and the power is an odd number, so your answer will always be negative, that is minus 8. And if I take minus 2 to the power 2, negative number, even exponent, then in that case your answer will always be positive, that is 4. Okay, so you just go through these laws of exponents, and before starting the exercise by yourself also, you should thoroughly know how to use these laws of exponent, and these laws we will use in the questions in order to solve them easily or in the very short time.